Hey guys, I'm really happy to see you again on my channel. So let's start our last video of the whole set of Croatian vlogs. Winter has come, sadly for me, because I have to study again and I hardly find any time to film something for you. So if you're upset just like me, I welcome you to watch everything that is devoted to Christmas on this video, because this, we may say, short movie will be about my first Christmas in Europe ever. I'm gonna start this video with the story about the intercultural night. We invited the locals to the intercultural party where we cooked a lot of different dishes from our countries. My Russian blini, Georgian hachapuri, and some Turkish, I don't know, something baked with a lot of vegetables and flour and maybe eggs also, but I may be mistaken. You can also see risotto cooked by my Russian friend Polina and Croatian pancakes, štrukli, with cottage cheese. These štrukli, they're like Russian pancakes with cottage cheese, but in Croatian štrukli there are much more cottage cheese. There is so much of it that it goes away from the pancake and it fills up the whole space, the whole dish. You have a pancake on. I really appreciate it, and this was one of the most favorite dishes I had in Croatia. Long story short, Tass is trying to cook Russian blini, but she's overwhelmed with her dreams of Austria and she gets Kaiserschmarrn at the end.
Как видите, можно греться так. Под французский рэп.
Французский.
Да.
Рэп, французский рэп. French rap. Yeah. Французский рэп.
On the 1st of December, 3 Russian girls suggested me to go to Osijek. This is a Croatian city near the border with Serbia. And actually, when we left Daruvar and when we were driving here by car, we also saw a little bit of the border with Hungary, which was unexpected and quite curious. Our Impress coordinator, Manda, was a driver. Actually, she had to go to Osijek because she had to pass some exams in Osijek University. In fact, this town has a lot of students and a lot of young people, and it seemed to be fun to see a lot of youngsters going here and there and sitting in bars. So I decided not to miss this opportunity and to see the city on the first week of Advent. As you may guess, I have already started to think about Christmas presents that I will buy here and then bring home to my country that time. As for me, the best Christmas present is socks with some celebration related ornament or prints. And my aim was to find that kind of socks in every Croatian town. And that all started with Osijek, where I found that cute socks with Santa Clauses. Here we also did some shopping in Osijek, but apart from that city, I also bought some socks in the small town of Pakrac. What is more, we went sightseeing in Pakrac and visited the only military museum in Croatia. And then we drove up the local mountain and enjoyed the unusual mix of snow and fog. Soon after we came from Pakrac to Darovar, it was time to pack our things and to prepare ourselves for going home. I mean to our home countries, to Russia in my case, or to Georgia, Armenia, Spain, France, etc. Udruga Impress coordinators started to reimburse our money that we spent on PCR tests and airplane tickets, as they promised. All expenses were really covered during the program, so the living costs were covered while we were living and working in Croatia. And at the end of the program, we received our money for airplane tickets and PCR tests. All that packing, hustle and bustle started. It was the time of warm hugs and saying goodbye to everyone and promising that we will definitely see each other in some other place or at some other time. Not all of us left at the same time, so there were people who left Darovar for Zagreb earlier, and some of them did it later. Some of us headed to the airport immediately, and some found a hostel at the center of Zagreb. By the way, they were good enough, and I also had a chance to spend a fortnight in one of them. We had a long walk through the sunny Zagreb with my neighbor from St. Petersburg, with another fellow volunteer from Tbilisi, and with our French girl Selene, whom we wanted to see out at the airport. But actually it was one of the most painful goodbyes in my life because we didn't want to let her go. She was so cute and so pretty, and I'm sorry guys that maybe this is the most popular fellow volunteer in all of my vlogs, but Selene, if you're watching it, you know I remember you every single time that I edit my videos and that I see you on social media. Just for you to know. So after we took Selene to the tram that led to the airport, Polina, Gigi and I decided to go to an outside party, like a Christmas party with lots of fun and drinks and music, and to try the tastes of Christmas in Zagreb. The front man of the music band was so funny, by the way. He made faces like aped and made strange dance moves at the same time. The atmosphere was so friendly and heartwarming at the party, and for me this was a crucial event because this was my first time when I celebrated not exactly Christmas but the Advent in Europe, and I'm very proud of it.
I'm coming home for Christmas. Coming home for Christmas.
And you make happy faces.
this year.
I had a good sleep afterwards and got up the next day. At that time, Gigi took Polina to the airport. And then we decided to take another walk through Zagreb with my friend from Tbilisi. The city was exquisitely decorated, and there were lots of markets and sophisticated installations like that Christmas tree from Coca-Cola boxes, or that pink one from flamingos. Now I remember of that walk as one of the brightest moments in my life. I packed my suitcase again the same night, and that time I had to go to the airport myself. Gigi took me to the bus station, and then I spent several hours at the terminal waiting for my plane. I spent my last Croatian kunas on the last bars of Croatian chocolate, and then I only had my euros left, and I decided to check in my luggage. And you know, as I did it for the first time in my life, I didn't know that when you check it in, you agree that it goes directly to your destination with a separate plane. And I was waiting for some time, and then I came up to the airport staff and said, "I'm sorry, do you know where my luggage is?" I asked about it actually because I placed my phone in the suitcase before I checked the luggage in. The airport employee said, "Sorry, but the ship has sailed. The plane has just left for Moscow." And I'm like, "What? Pardon me, but I have my phone here." But they couldn't help me. Again, don't worry, because when I came to Moscow, I found my suitcase and my phone and everything was alright. But I'm very grateful to myself that I didn't put my passports in the suitcase. That would be a trouble. So that's all, guys, with this huge Croatian series of vlogs. Thank you all for watching me this whole time. It seems that I have been living in Croatia not for 2 months but for 1 year, because I've been editing all that videos. And thank you for watching. I wish you all the best and see you soon.